Hey guys, it is Lexa and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to show you my fantasy pin board, my Beauty and the Beast fantasy pin board to be exact. I am actually pretty picky when it comes to fantasy pins. Just so you know, fantasy pins, they're ones that cannot be traded in the parks. They're kind of like fan-made pins. And there's actually a big community of people that love these pins. I am one of them. I'm usually kind of picky with them just because they can be a little pricey, like kind of usually around like the $30 to like $80 range. So I will have all the people that made these down below in the description if you're curious, because I'm actually not 100% sure. If the name is not on the back of the pin, I probably will not remember because I purchased them on Instagram or they've just been in my collection for a bit. I don't plan on extending my fantasy pin collection too much for money reasons. There are more priority items. There's 2 new Beauty and the Beast gym shorts coming out that I want to save for. The 30th anniversary is coming up. So there's just a lot of things that I want to put some money aside for, but I will show you what I have. So this is what the pin board looks like. So starting with this one, I'm gonna be honest with you, I love it. I just think the color is a little bit off when it comes to the wardrobe, as well as like the Beast, his face a little bit, and her skin. It's a little pinkish. I don't know if it's popping up, but I think it's a little too pinkish on her body and the wardrobe. However, I am very happy to see all of these characters, especially Maurice. I think he is not really in a lot of things. So I love this pin mainly because it has some of the characters that you don't typically see when it comes to Beauty and the Beast fantasy pins. Next, this one is probably one of my favorite fantasy pins. This has Gaston on it, and on the back, it's kind of like a flame. And I think that is the perfect thing to put behind him. I think this is a really, really good pin. I think they got his face right, and I think they got him correct, so I love that. This one is a really nice one. I got it for a really good price. The original price that they had it up for, I wasn't going to pay. It was kind of up there. But when it went on sale and when they had some extras, I was able to pick it up. And I thought it was just a really cool pin. I love the books in the back. I love that she was reading the books. And you have the Enchanted Objects down here. This one and this one is from the same seller. I purchased it on Etsy. I think this is such a pretty pin. I love how her hair is just so gorgeous. I feel like a lot of people don't get her hair in a way that I like it. I don't know how to explain it. It's very pretty, and I love that she's holding a rose, of course. Moving on over here, this is a gorgeous one. It has like the stained glass element right there, and I just love how this looks. And it's definitely one of my favorites. I think it's so cool how it's kind of like a different shape, not typically what a lot of the other pins are. This one, I don't really remember any of the people that made these, to be honest. But this one in the corner here, I think it's so cool because it has like the 3 girls who are literally never on anything. And literally almost almost all the characters are basically on here. So I think this is really cool. I love that it kind of takes place in the library, which is my favorite scene. And I think this is such a really cute pin. I did get this for an amazing deal. I always wait for fantasy pins to kind of go down in price. I'm not the type of person that will buy it usually immediately, because if I pre-order it, it's going to be expensive. So I usually wait for them to have extras and when they go on sale. This one over here, I think I paid, I don't know, definitely under $15 for it. I just thought it was kind of cute. I think I spotted it on Mercari. I don't remember where I found it, but I'm not like obsessed with it, but I think it is super cute, and I wanted to extend my fantasy pin collection. This is another one. This is actually probably one of my favorites. I love how it's Belle and Chip, and I just love how her hair is, and I love how you can kind of see the curtains in the back, and I think this is a really cute one. This one and this one is from the same seller. I actually do remember Pins by JP on Instagram. I love his pins. I think they're so unique, and you can tell that he kind of designs them on his own. I feel like a lot of fantasy pin collectors kind of just trace other people's work, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, they create the pins and they do it amazing, but I also love original work, and I think this is just absolutely stunning. And she's in the blue dress, which you don't always see in these pins. This is another really pretty one. I loved the element that she was kind of looking at herself in the mirror. I just thought it was really cool, and I got it for an amazing price. This is another pin that I think is really cute. This is actually considered a C grade, which is crazy. That's why I got it so cheap. But there's literally nothing wrong with it in my opinion. Oh, just so you know, grades are basically A grade is the best, the pin is the best, B grade is there's something wrong with it, but it's still good, and C grade is, you know, almost the lowest. But I think it's amazing. I think it's so pretty, and I love how it's got like kind of glitter elements to it. This is my second most recent one. I fell in love with this one when I saw it. This one is probably the only one on this pin board that I pre-ordered because it does have Phillippe in it, and I love Phillippe, and I just thought, and it has the castle, I just thought this pin was gorgeous. This one I thought was so different. This one I showed you before. This is by Pins by JP. I thought it was just kind of loving and pretty and cute, and I just loved how it looked. This one I showed you kind of quickly before, but I am obsessed with the glitter elements. I think it's so interesting how it has LeFou. I feel like he's not really on much, as well as Maurice. And if I had to add a character on here, it would probably just be the feather duster, obviously, and the wardrobe. However, I think this was captured very pretty, and I love it. It's actually pretty big. It just doesn't really show it much on this camera. And these two is from the same seller. I got it pretty cheap. I think it was like if you bought one, you got one free. This is from Disney Chris, or I don't know. There was some deal that was going on where I was able to get two of them. And I think this is just gorgeous. If you know me, you know that Lumiere is my favorite Disney character. So I had to get this one. This one I really love. This one is like kind of like the Christmas themed one, and I just thought this was so cute, and I loved how most of the characters were there, and I just thought that was adorable. I'm trying to see, did I forget any? But yeah, here is the fantasy pin board. I don't have as much fantasy as I do my authentic ones. However, I am happy with the ones that I have. I hope to grow it, but I'm going to be taking a break for a while. Oh yeah, now you can kind of see how it's like a little more pinkish there. I'm not a huge fan. I feel like the colors needed to be, especially her skin color as well as the wardrobe, was a little off. However, I think it's still very pretty, and I love the rose elements. Let's see, what is my favorite one? This one is a favorite. This one is a favorite. I don't know. It's definitely tough. This one is so gorgeous. I wish it was bigger. So we'll see. I don't know. I think I'll extend my collection eventually, but for now I'm okay with this. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on fantasy pins. Do you like them? Do you not? Do you collect them? What are your thoughts? And yeah, well, I hope you have a good day, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.